Mr. Football here, and today I have a what's in my bag video for my flag football gear of 2019. So if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you know I had a vlog series where we were playing flag football on the weekends, and that lasted for 6 or 7 episodes or so, and it was just a blast. We had a lot of fun filming those, and I finally wanted to do a video talking about the gear that I used during those videos, and it pretty much stayed the same throughout the series, with a few changes in a couple different videos, and maybe in those videos I talked about it, but I wanted to for sure do basically an end of the season recap of the gear that I used throughout the season. And I may be missing 1 or 2 things, but everything's pretty much here. We're going to start with the things that are pretty much worn outside of the bag. First of all, starting with the shirt. So our team color was blue. And so I just picked up this. It's actually an and one shirt that I just picked up from Walmart, cheap, a couple days before the games all started. So we didn't have anything special, no numbers or words or any text that was on our shirt, but we pretty much just went with this. Everybody just wore blue, and it was fine, and it worked for us. I always wore black shorts, so I had pretty much a black pair of shorts I wore every single game, but those are in the wash right now, and I didn't mind. I didn't want to go get them, but as far as like base layer stuff, I usually wore some type of Under Armour or Nike base layer shirt, a compression shirt. But I pretty much always wore the BCG leggings. Pretty much always used those. They were just, this current pair that I have right now is extremely comfortable, and I love using them during flag football, and it was a lot of fun then. The last piece before we get into the bag of the gear that I have, and just kind of finishing up with some more wear here for the outside, but we've got the cleats. So I have my original Under Armour highlight cleats. These are the first highlight cleats that came out way back when, I guess in 2012, if I remember correctly. And I just was like, and I even have newer cleats than these, but I just wanted to go with them simply for the fact with just the ankle protection that they do serve. I kind of battled an ankle injury throughout flag football and just didn't feel 100% sometimes, and so these were all, and I wore these cleats every single game, and really got a lot of use out of them. They've already been worn, quite a bit. You can kind of see, these have been worn for years, on and off, but I think after this season, these are going to be officially retired, just to have one final. They basically had their last season of play, because they are starting to get kind of worn down here inside, where it's starting to kind of rub away. But maybe we'll look at some other highlight cleats in the future. Going into the bag, I just used this little drawstring bag that came with some Nike cleats back in the day, my Vapor carbon cleats. So I just grabbed this and started putting all my football gear in there. I used a couple of football towels. I didn't ever use them on field or anything, but I always kept them inside the bag in between series or in between times where I had a break. I would just try to wipe off my gloves or have it for my face there on the sideline. I also used, during the first game, my white Under Armour hand warmer. So I wore this during the first game because it was about 40 degrees out there with the wind just howling that first game, and it was awful. Finally got to use this and really get a good idea on my review of it, and it's a favorite product of mine. You'll see this in future videos as we get closer to the winter of football season. Going into the next thing here, we'll talk about my gloves. I pretty much used, I will say, throughout all of flag football, I used the Grip Boost Stealth gloves. Grip Boost sent me these last summer. Did a review on them, loved them. They were my, top 5. They were my top 5 gloves of last year. They're my number 1, and came back strong this year. Used them all throughout flag football, and they were amazing. Grip Boost is by far one of the best brands that's making football gloves right now. some of the things that I noticed once I was using these week in, week out, they did start to kind of wear a little bit, especially here on the thumb, but that's really not too bad. With everything else, they're really holding up exceptionally well. So the Grip Boost gloves, good. Probably be looking at something else next year, but was very happy with the Grip Boost gloves. There really isn't a whole lot of gear with flag football, but one thing that I did have as a little swag item was one of my custom sports sleeves, arm sleeves, just the solid white one. This was my free one that I got on Christmas. They had a free special. You got a free one on Christmas, and so that was the one I used for that, as well as some other little compression wear type things. I had a Under Armour skull wrap and a Nike one as well. I think I used the Nike one more than the Under Armour, but they were both good. Liked these especially well for keeping my hair out of my eyes. And finally, we've got the Nike bicep bands, which I wore on my forearms during flag football, and just as another little swag piece to the overall look. Felt like, you don't have much gear in it, but it was fun to just break all this stuff out and have fun with it. And that's all I did, was I just wanted to have fun with flag football. It wasn't anything really serious. It was just a bunch of old guys getting together to play football, and it was a blast, and I'll always remember it. And I can't wait for the 2020 season. So they'll be coming around next spring, and we'll see what happens then. But I want to thank you guys for watching this video and following the flag football series that we've done this spring leading into summer here. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my videos as well. Be sure to leave a like and comment down below what was your favorite memory of flag football season for me, or what was your favorite part. I think my favorite memory was definitely winning that first game in the playoffs and winning that one. That one was pretty fun. Scored a couple touchdowns in that game, so that one was pretty memorable as well. But what was your favorite part? Leave that down in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe so you get notified when videos are coming out, and videos are coming out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And be sure to follow my Instagram so you're notified on anything that we got going on outside of the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Mr. Football out.